Hey guys, welcome to another edition of The Watch Collector. My name's Ollie. Now, over the last few years, there has been, shall we say, a power shift to the production of all sorts out of China. And horology has been no different in that shift in power play. Now, of course, we think synonymously with Switzerland as being the home of haute horlogerie. But there's absolutely, or can be no doubt, that those from China are really starting to try and challenge that concept, not only in terms of quality of craftsmanship, but also price point. And the brand that we're going to talk about today, Behrens, founded in 2012, is one of those that is arguably at the forefront of that movement. But, of course, before we go any further, we have the obligatory wristwatch check, and today I'm wearing the Patek Philippe Nautilus 5726A. I've got two pieces from Behrens I want to highlight for you. One, or both of them actually, super fun watches. One different in fun to the other. We're going to start off with the Ultra-Light. Just 20 grams, not including the strap, which is of itself unbelievably tactile and nice to hold. But just look at that presentation. Just under 43 millimeters at its widest in terms of diameter, just over 5 millimeters thick, in full grade 5 titanium, fully exposed complication, movement I should say, on the dial side, not on the back, it's completely closed, it's just grade 5 titanium. But the presentation and execution at this price point, around about £5,000, is unbelievable. And especially at this thinness and with this use of material, so specifically grade 5. You've got really lovely polishing around the bezel, and you have this kind of sandblasted effect on the side of the case. It's really, really very nicely done. Let me show you how this one in particular tells the time. Very nice crown, extremely sleek, goes incredibly well with the shape and the type of case that they've presented. So if I pull it out, this piece is actually a retrograde in both minutes and in hours. And it resets with no hint of stagger, no movement, incredibly precise. And that's both in terms of the feel. I'm going to wind it through, and you'll get the minutes and the hours now, and the sound. Now, this is the kind of feel, texture, noise that you would expect from a piece that frankly is probably 5 times the cost, emanating out of Switzerland, Germany or France. It's phenomenal. Of course, we're going to throw it on the wrist in a bit, but this wears unbelievably like air. Like you'll never realize that it's there, particularly with the way that it's mated to this really lovely rubber strap. Fun in one way. Then we have a different type of fun, and this is the Batman. This was actually created in collaboration with Warner Brothers. It is a proper Batman piece called the Dark Knight. It's 38 millimeters in diameter. This one is 50 meter water resistant. The Ultra-Light is 30 meter water resistant. Both of them have a 38-hour power reserve. But this has got a free-sprung tourbillon at 6 o'clock. And of course, present and correct is the bat symbol. And you can see that rotating. It's also loomed, I should add, just as the time is at 12 o'clock. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wind this watch through, because actually, again, for this price point, around the similar sort of price as the Ultra-Light, the kind of features you get in this piece are astounding. So if I pull the crown out one position, which is, and I should add, it's got very nicely domed sapphire crystal. You probably know by now I'm a sucker for this kind of feature. If I wind the watch through, first of all, at 12 o'clock, you've got dates, and that works both ways. It's bi-directional, as you can see. If if I go back in one, oh, there's 2 clicks there. Oh, I'm still winding it. There we go. So you can see that, as I mentioned, at 12 o'clock, you've got the time. At 10 o'clock, you've got a day-night indicator. And as it comes in today, it's got the initials BW for Bruce Wayne. And as it follows into night, you'll see it come round. And that also has the bat symbol. That is also loomed. And at 2 o'clock, or 1:30 I suppose, that may be, you have a power reserve. Now, honestly, guys, like if you're looking for the kind of features that we all look for in watches, tourbillon, power reserve, moon phase, time, grade 5 titanium, domed sapphire crystal, clear crystal case back, quick release mechanism on a really flexible, comfortable rubber strap. Doesn't get much better than this. Leaving aside whether you want a Batman logo on your watch. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, but just in terms of what is being produced out of China, and particularly Behrens, is phenomenal. Let's throw them on the wrist and I'll tell you how they wear. So first of all, with the Ultra-Light, it is as you would expect. I love the fact that it's slightly domed, so curved I should say. The way that this literally just melts into your wrist is unreal. You will 100% forget you are wearing this piece until you look at it, because actually the design is not like something coming out of China, and I mean that with absolutely the utmost respect. The way they've designed this with the trapezoidal shape of the case is fantastic, just 20 grams. Then we have the Dark Knight. As I mentioned, this is obviously much smaller in diameter, just 38 millimeters. Clearly it's a classic shaped case, but wears just as beautifully, incredibly light. You're never going to feel anything other than Bruce Wayne wearing this. You can have it with a black strap, interchangeable of course. The strap, as you can see, also has the bat signal, but again, incredibly light, incredibly wearable, fun sports watch. That's Behrens. This is the first time I actually get to get my hands on these pieces, and honestly, the execution you're going to be incredibly surprised about. What do you think? Superhero watch or not a superhero watch? Super light or too thin? No presence? I know there's so many questions out here, but honestly, I love the fact that these guys are challenging the game, both in terms of their finishing, the complexity, and of course the price. Guys, that's Behrens. That's enough from me. We'll see you next time.